Hey guys, welcome. Oh, whoops, sorry about Audacity. Alright, welcome to a special video today. I am going to show you guys how to build a competitive Pokemon team in case you're into that. So, basically, this is a tutorial on how to build a good team, and I'm going to be using the team builder here on Pokemon Showdown, but you can use whatever you want, really. Any team building website or whatever, if you're going to be battling on Showdown.com, or if you actually want to get into it in the DS games. It's just the easiest on here, so here we go. So, there's formats in Pokemon battling. You know, pick whatever you want. I'm going to pick OU because it's generally the easiest one. That's what most people compete in. That's overused Pokemon. So, I'm going to add a Pokemon. So basically, when you're building, give me a second here. When you are building Pokemon teams, you generally want to keep a rule of thumb. You want at least one physical attacker, at least one special attacker, at least one physical defender, and at least one special defender. So to start out, we'll just pick. This is the OU generally used OU Pokemon. And so we're just going to pick a physical defender and a very good starter overall. We're going to pick Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn, in my opinion, is the best starter Pokemon, and you can run either one or two items on Ferrothorn. These are the ones that are generally used. You can use Rocky Helmet. It loses 1/6 of its maximum HP plus 1/8 from Iron Barbs. Or you can use Leftovers. This is generally what's used. You don't have to, which restores HP. I like to use Leftovers, but really you can use whatever you want. Iron Barbs is the better ability. And over here we can pick their moves. Moves for a special defender. This is a starter, so I'm just gonna pick the standard set for a starter Pokemon. Like the first Pokemon you send out in a battle, I'm going to pick Stealth Rock. Leech Seed for recovering and scaring Pokemon out. Power Whip for attack. It doesn't have 100% accuracy, but it has a lot of power, and that's why I like it. And Protect, just to see what Pokemon want to do. And this is going to be physically defensive. You like with a Impish Nature and 252 EVs on. That's effort values on defense and HP, just to make it really defensively bulky with base 397 defense, physical defense. Its special defense is fairly low though, so you want to watch out for that. And it's also 4 times weak to fire. That's the only downside to the Ferrothorn here. So, next we're going to pick a physical attacker. The best ones, in my opinion, are either Espeon, Genjar, or even if you want to scare people away, you can use Rotom, and that's the one I'm going to use. Rotom Wash to be specific, and I'm going to give it. This is not a standard moveset for Rotom Wash, but I think he's a really good special attacker because people don't expect it. I'm going to give him Choice Specs, which multiplies your attack by your special attack by 1.5 times, but you can only use the first move that you select, so make sure you have a good moveset. I like to go with Hydro Pump, T-Bolt, Will-O-Wisp. Well, Will-O-Wisp isn't really that good, but you know, sometimes you gotta just send him out to burn something, and Volt Switch usually, and I go with a bulky special attack. 339 special attack is not bad at all. And this Pokemon, usually you're expecting it to be a special defensive tank, so that's why I'm taking this. And it's Modest Nature, which puts up its special attack and down its regular attack. So yeah, and Rotom generally has really good speed, so I'm actually going to put the speed up a little bit just to get that extra edge, and that is my special attacker there. Now we want a good physical attacker. if you're building a team in Generation 6, you also want a Mega Evolution. And usually I like to keep my Mega Evolution and my physical attacker the same. In my opinion, the best Mega Evolution is Blaziken, but you can't use Blaziken in this, so I'm either going to choose Kangaskhan or Tyranitar. I think I'm going to go with Kangaskhan, though, because Kangaskhan is a very good cover Pokemon. It has a very wide amount of movesets, and I'm going to give it a Kangaskhanite, and I'm going to give it the ability Scrappy so I can hit ghost types, and I'm going to give it what should I give it? I'm going to give it Power Up Punch. I'm going to give it S-Stance. Can you Sword Stance? Huh. I thought this thing could get Sword Stance. Well, I'm going to use Earthquake and Return and Sucker Punch. You can use whatever you want. This is just my preference on how I'd like to build. You get good type coverage with Earthquake and Sucker Punch, and this is also priority. And Return and Power Up Punch. Power Up Punch is another cover and ups attack move, and Return is just a very good stab move. So I like to go bulky physical with this guy. Adamant Nature, 317 attack. Good attack, very good when it goes up, and it also gets a very good defense and special defense boost when it goes into Mega. So there you go. There's our Mega. Now we need a special defender. In my opinion, this is only me, the only special defender I ever use is Goodra. Goodra has base 150 special defense. It is an amazing special defender. And it's really powerful too, because with the Assault Vest, its special defense is 1.5 times. Think about that for a second. And if we put the EVs for special defense all the way up, 400 times 1.5, that's 600 special defense that thing has, or slightly below because it's 399. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna surprise people. I'm gonna put that up fairly high. Put this up fairly high. And I like to also make this thing a strong special attacker, at least 300 special attack, because people don't see it coming. And this thing is it can be a very good sweeper if you know how to do it. I like to go with Dragon Pulse, Fire, Flamethrower, T-Bolt. What am I doing? And Sludge Bomb. The only downside of Assault Vest is you have to use damaging moves, so that's why I picked this moveset. I usually keep Sap Sipper. Gooey is also a good one. But Sap Sipper makes this thing immune to grass types. Even it doesn't really matter, but it's immune to Leech Seed and stuff like that. Look at that special defense. So it's crazy the amount of special defense this thing has. So far we have a physical, special defender, and a physical and special attacker. Now there's two more. I usually like to fill this one with another attacker of any type and another defender of any type. I am going to pick for this one. We have two special attackers, kind of, because we include Goodra with the special attacker. So I want a good physical attacker. A great physical attacker is actually Diggersby. Diggersby is a great attacker. He doesn't have that high of an attack stat, but he gets the ability Huge Power. So its attack stat is doubled, which makes it great. I'm going to give it a Life Orb just to get that tiny bit of, super tiny bit of extra damage, 1.3 times. And generally this thing runs Earthquake. I'm going to give it Return. I'm going to give it, where are we here? I like to give it Stone Edge, and what else? What should our last move be? hammer arm. Good. Good. And we're going to go bulky physical, except a little bit less HP and more. So its attack stat is only 232, but if you include the ability huge power, that goes up to 464 attack. That thing is humongous attack. So now we want one more defender. A good defender I like to use is Conkeldurr. He's a very strong attacker, but his defense is really high too. I'm going to give him a leftovers. Actually, no, we don't want a Conkeldurr for the last guy on our team. We want something that screws with the other team. I like to choose Celebi. Celebi is mean. Celebi's a mean Pokemon because its moves. Is this thing banned to? This thing's Uber now? Apparently Celebi's Uber. Okay. Didn't know that. I'm gonna pick no. We need one last Pokemon. Preferably a tank. Something that things. I like to pick things that people don't see coming. I like to choose different sets that make people surprised when they see them. So I'm gonna run. I'll just go defensive T-Tar. Can never go around Tyranitar on your team. And plus I have okay-ish coverage. No, I'm gonna go Talonflame. Talonflame is an excellent attacker, and it's very fast. That's why people would like to use it. I'm gonna give it a choice scarf. Give it Gale Wings. Actually, I don't want. I'm gonna give it. Give it a Life Bar. Why not? And we're gonna make it have Flare Blitz. I'm gonna give it Roost, Brave Bird, and typically this thing runs, you know, different random moves, but I'm gonna give it Swords Dance, Fast Physical. Don't need too much bulk on this thing. Lots of attack though is needed because it doesn't have very good attack. That's why I gave it Life Orb. 261 attack is okay-ish, but yeah. So that's basically how you want to build a team. This team is not perfect by any means. If I were to actually take time in building and setting up my team, I would have picked out a better way. I'll just show you my teams that I already have made. This is my team, my good team. As you can see, very good spread here. And Aegislash is wonderful because it can either be a defender, a very strong defender, or a very strong attacker because of this thing's ability form change. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. And sorry about my Audacity again. And thanks for watching, I guess.